Alright, so, oh, wait, no, I didn't mean to close that back on. I need to read chat. Thank you very much. Alright, so yeah. Hello Twitch and YouTube, I guess, eventually. This is Skewerstar here again, and yeah, we're back with some more Final Fantasy XIV after forever. Yeah, the new patch just dropped, and yeah, I kind of switched back to Paladin for a hot second. I also I edited my hair to be. I was gonna like stick with Dark Knight, but I wanted to do a test run with Paladin because the new patch like heavily reworked Paladin. Like you notice, it's got a new defensive cooldown up there on the top left, and also Gorim Blade is now on the off global cooldown attacks. Well, that's because it sort of is now. Had to like sort out my hotbars a little bit. Honestly, could use a little bit more optimization there. But yeah, I'll figure it out eventually. But right now, Dark Knight is pretty much unchanged. I guess that's different. I guess all tanks now have like have the button change if the tank stance is already on. It turns into a remove tank stance button. Kinda neat, honestly. Like sometimes you forget you already have tank stance on, and you accidentally like, oh no, disable it. And in any case, yeah, tonight we should get down to doing the new raids. Let's start off with, and I can't use them out here, of course. Forgot. I think it was this guy. Yeah, I need to talk to him to start up the Eden raids. Ah, he told me. Have you seen Reen? Wait. Oh god, it's been a while. I forget. Is it pronounced Reen or Ryan? Right. Have you seen Reen? He's been looking for you. Yeah, I haven't seen her in a while. Oh, wait here. I'll go get her. There you are. The truth is, I need your help. Wait, what? Now, hold on. I haven't even told you where it is yet. After you defeated them itself, I sensed a strange concentration of light somewhere far to the south. In the empty, the lands that were once swallowed by the flood. You went out onto the empty? Okay, I guess Tanker was with you, like you saw that in the post-credit scene. I can't tell where it is, but we have to find out. For all we know, it might even be another Light Warden. Whatever it may be, I don't intend to stand by and watch. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Tankard, Urianja, and I have a few theories that we plan to test once we find what was causing this. The three of us were reluctant to ask for your help, considering everything that you've been through. The thing is, you're the only person who can defeat a Light Warden without becoming one yourself, so we have no choice. While we don't want to jump to conclusions, it'd be a good idea to have you there just in case. So, will you come with us? Yeah, maybe not. Let's just walk away from this raid series. Why not? Just, you know. I hate that. I see your point. But if we choose to ignore it, we should at least know what we're ignoring first. And there's no harm in taking a look, is there? Yeah, I guess. I mean, let's see what the thing is before we run away from it. First of all, let's head to the derrick in our marine. Tancred and Urianja should have everything ready by now. Wait, that'll be like... Does that again? Alright, you can just teleport over there. Oh, by the way, if you noticed, the HUD's also different because they released a new theme for it. Like, let's just open. Now clear blue, and it looks awesome. I should probably. What? Yeah, sure, why not? Wait, my weapon still... Okay, cool. It's a blessing to see these, oh hell. Sorry to drag you all the way out here. I have a feeling you'll miss this place when you see where we're going to next. Oh yeah, I've seen... I thought I've seen a teaser of what it is. Hope the desert creatures didn't give you too much trouble on the way here. I doubt they posed any sort of challenge to her. But then I could say the same with confidence about what fiend may be waiting for us out there. Even if the light that green sense turns out to be nothing of consequence, the empty is hardly the most welcoming of places. Anything that could survive out there is not to be trifled with. Moreover, it should be reiterated that the light-blasted wasteland poses as severe a threat as any foe we might face. In any event, we are in agreement that this phenomenon doth warrant investigation. Though for lack of more precise means of navigation, we must rely on Green's innate abilities to guide us. I have formed several hypotheses regarding the nature of the light, but speculation is a poor substitute for first-hand observation. There'll be plenty of time for us to talk about it on the way. Is the sky slipper ready, Tancred? Ready to take us wherever we need to go, aye? Back again too, maybe, if we ask it nicely. Though the light had been expunged from Norvrand, the ambient ether of the empty is still corrupted. Dangerously so, in fact. The flood of light devastated everything in its way. The soil, the air, the water, all rendered incapable of supporting life. It's due to this imbalance that the empty remaineth utterly uninhabitable, even a century thereafter. That's why we're taking every possible precaution. Between the aetherometers I've packed and Reen's unique abilities, we should be able to detect and measure any fluctuations in our alignment. According to the Twistarium scouts, a few days out there won't affect us to any noticeable degree, but much longer than that and we risk becoming incinerated. Since we still don't know how chocobos and Amaro will fare in the MT, we opted for a more mechanical mode of transportation. This comes courtesy of the researchers at the Mean, who found it in the Crystal Tower and restored it to working order. Thanks, Raha. It's quite safe, I promise. The person in charge said he'll have parts delivered from the Custarium should anything break. Seemed quite eager to see what they bring back from the NT. Even though I told him we're not hunting for treasure. I'll introduce you if we have a chance to stop by Maud Silk at some point. Anyway, I think that covers everything. When you're ready to leave, just say the word. Let's go! Oh, this is the Amarang Knight theme. I don't think we've heard this before. That's pretty good. I like it. Alright, let's go. Hang on. Although the flood is believed to have expunged all traces of life from the MD, must remain ever vigilant. We know not what we shall find. While I'm piloting and Ruin's navigating, you and Uraja will be free to enjoy the view and engage in rousing conversation. By that I mean he can spend the whole time talking to you while you're not in agreement. Yep, that sums it up, I guess. I mean, that sums up our relationship with Uraja, I guess. Well then, shall we? Alright, let's head out. Good night, so we should be safe, right? With a name like the Empty, I wasn't expecting much in the way of pleasant scenery, but this is downright depressing. The look on the land swallowed by the flood with my own eyes is a chilling sight indeed. Approximately 9/10 of this world lies this, a slate all but wiped clean. I think it's very noisy, that's why I'm trying. Right now for the warriors of darkness and Minfilia. Green, are you sure we're heading in the right direction? Yes, I'm certain. There's no telling how far away it is though. Nothing for it but to keep going then. You two back there may as well take a nap. I have a feeling we're a good few months ahead of us. Can I ride the thing though? Can I ride the thing? We could take turns, you could take a nap as well, Tancred. I have to say, it's a touch larger than I was expecting. And is it sleeping? That's bright. Run. The MT. It's awesome. No, it's waking up. I don't like the sound. Is it a light warden? I can check something out real quick. Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, let's just keep the G-Shed filter on. I like it better this way. No, I don't think so. Instead of being filled with light, it is light. The first Sin Eater. You know something about this, Ori? Long if I strive to unravel the mystery surrounding the flood of light, to discover what set that terrible cataclysm in motion. Every thread led to the same conclusion, the same single point. Or single being. I have reason to believe that the entity we see before us is the first Sin Eater, the instigator of the flood, the very foe Minfilia vanquished a century ago. Does this thing have a name? She gave everything she had, and won. Wait, but this abomination could undo her work. Aye, the possibility cannot be denied. Though it is oft said that destruction and creation are but two sides of the same coin. Green, knowest thou of what I speak? The power to shape reality, to bend the laws of nature, for what was once shattered may be forged anew. That's all well and good, but don't you think we should give it a name first? Eden. Utopia and fate. More suspicious title. Now that's settled, perhaps you could find a spot to set up camp. I even brought a couple of tents on the off chance, but pitching the damn things is something of a fine art. Does anyone fancy helping me? This is... it's Bluefields! Yeah, this is the Final Fantasy VIII world map theme. This whole raid is gonna be a Final Fantasy VIII reference. The frequent rest may allay the symptoms of prolonged exposure to lithium. It isn't bad either. It'd be unwise to linger here long. I never realized that putting tents up could be such a bother. Still, I'm glad that we got there in the end. Haggard should be back from the scouting area soon. Once he's here, we can plan our next move. In the course of your investigation, you may discover a valuable artifact. This can be exchanged for equipment by speaking with Good in Motog or Yal in Gilmore. Alright. The core. I wonder what's taking Tancred so long. There he is. Man, this is filling me with so much nostalgia because Final Fantasy VIII's like the first Final Fantasy I like not played but like experienced from beginning to end for the most part. Well, that was rather uneventful, but then I'm complaining. Did you find anything? No, thankfully. There's naught but barren plains in every direction apart from Eden, obviously. I tried approaching it and the brute didn't even seem to notice me. I thought it best not to tempt fate, so I withdrew. We should act now before it's fully awake. Meaning what exactly? When I think about the flood of light, I get the feeling that rather than destroying everything in its path, what it actually did was stop the flow of either. Of course, that meant all of the plants, animals, and people here could no longer survive. They must have crumbled into dust in the years since. But the ether is still here, lying dormant. If Eden is the one that caused it, maybe it can get flowing again. I don't know for certain, but I think I can use Eden to bring life back to the empty. Now, hold on a moment. What makes you think that's even possible? And how do you expect to control that kind of power? Green's aspirations may not be as preposterous as those to my eyes. I believe Minfilia halted the flood of light's advance not by destroying Eden, but by silencing it. And in so doing, she had gifted us an opportunity too precious to waste. Even now, the flame of hope burns on. I, as Minfilia's successor, it standeth to reason that Reen doth possess the means to exert her will over Eden. But such a monumental task is not to be taken lightly. What sayest thou, Hitomi? You put Reen's life at risk, even. Worry about that. There's more at stake than just my life. If Eden is allowed to awaken, who knows what will happen? I have to try. Very well, Reen, you've made up your mind. So, how should we go about this? Hey! Ross getting kind of worked up. Damn it, I fill this out. I have an idea. I've been studying it carefully ever since we arrived, and it seems to me that the light is more concentrated at a certain point. Suppose you could call it the core. A giant tower-side of core too, like a beating heart. You control the flow of ether. Eden's core is the same, perhaps you could use it to restore the etheric balance. The theory is certainly sound. By employing Ethernet shards as beacons, mayhap we could trace the ethereal flow to Eden's core, and in so doing secure the means to teleport to the very heart of the beast. Thankfully, the Settlement Council has kindly furnished us with a plethora of apparatus by which to perform such feats. However, we must needs first have Reen study the entity's interior and chart us a suitable course. Once you have reached your destination, I shall fabricate the means by which you may directly communicate with Eden, and mayhap exert a measure of control over it. You can really do that, Urianger. All credit is due to your dear friend, a gentle soul long since departed who imparted to me a wealth of knowledge concerning meteorology. Although I am certain she would be all too quick to chastise my methodology. Excuse me for interrupting this trip down memory lane, but I don't imagine that Eden will be too happy about us rummaging around in its innards, for want of a better term. In all seriousness though, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of welcoming party arranged for intruders. Perhaps you had best lead the way, though. It's true that she's the only one who can defeat a Life Warden, but I'd rather not rely on her any more than we have. Yes, I haven't forgotten what happened when she absorbed too much light, but as Alice said, making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. Now, I wish I could put down wardens myself, but the simple fact is, I can't. There's no pretending I can. That's why I'm asking Hitomi. Then perhaps I could... You already have a job to do, remember? The only reason this plan even has a chance of success is because of your involvement. We need you to concentrate on the task at hand and guide us to the core. Only that you'll have to keep an eye on Eden itself if we somehow manage to make it angry. If we somehow manage to get it angry, get us out of there. Are you sure you want to go through with this? This is what I live for. And I'm absolutely crazy about it. I won't let you down. Though we will remain here. Reen and I shall do our utmost to guide Tia along the ethereal stream. After Thou has breached the exterior, we shall remain in contact with these limpers, courtesy of our comrades in the Crystarium. Being relics salvaged from the Crystal Tower, here they may be somewhat less reliable than those to which thou art accustomed. So wait, is this like a raid activated? Ian's Gate Resurrection. Oh, regular duty? Okay. Oh, okay, no, man, this is totally a raid. When you said regular duty, I got confused. I thought that was like an actual dungeon, but no, it's part of the raid. It's okay. Wait when you hit, homie. The teleportation apparatus had been calibrated successfully, and I believe the probability of irreversible disintegration to be relatively low. Hey, Tancred. Can't get this bloody thing lit. Must be because the ether stopped flowing, just as Rini said. If this plan of ours in New Rangers actually works, we might have to stop calling this place the Empty. Yeah, don't worry. This place is gonna get called the Full eventually. But for now, let's head to. I'm guessing it's the dwarf place. I forget what it's called. Olusha Tomra. It's where the Nier stuff is gonna be. And let's queue up. God. Yeah, let's fix up our stuff, thank you. Is this the guy? I think this is the guy. Else, you know, have you heard of the strings of thefts in Combra? Or is it that they haven't the foggiest who's behind them? Not a clue. They've gotten desperate to find the culprit, I'm told, pointing fingers at any who so much as sneezes in a suspicious fashion. Why, the next thing you know, they'll be blaming the old rivals in Tom. Wicked White Dave would do that, wouldn't they? Damn those thin-bearded blighters. Listen, Sinner, you go and tell them that if they try to pin this on us, there'll be consequences. The right guy, right? I think this is the dwarf gathering quest stuff. Yeah, this is the right. Alright. Let's say to Comra. Honestly, I have no idea how long the raids are gonna take to pop, but hopefully not too long. But I mean, if it takes long enough, we could probably have the other raid queued up as well. Alright, Digside Chief, what's up? Yes, lovely bleeding. Oh, it's you. My apologies, you know. Been under a bit of stress lately and don't really have the time to chat. Although, perhaps you can help. I know you welcome these sorts of requests, Void, after all. Things have been going missing, you see. And first, it was just the odd toll here and there, but then the thief began making off finds from the dig. Valuable finds. If you got the time, I could use some help in identifying the culprit. I don't like to think of it, but it's likely that the thief is one of our own. Hard to access the site otherwise. I've investigated most of the unfamiliar faces it found to no avail. I can't very well ask you to stroll up to folks with a lolly ho who done any crimes lately, but do have a look around. Perhaps you can find a clue that I've overlooked. I'll take anything at this point, frankly. Any clues? There's this burnished bracelet. Right here. Hey, Dixie, found this thing. You don't look to have all criminal stuff in your pack there, but I take it you found some kind of clue. First gem encrusted accessory that is rather valuable. Hold on, I think I've seen this before. Belongs to a young lady in the village, if I'm not mistaken, though I couldn't say how she came by such a valuable trinket. Seeing as regular folk and how they fail to notice when something jewel encrusted goes missing, she'll like us not be wondering where it's going right about now. Probably find her in a panic, all the better for getting her to spill her secrets. Look at dwarven themselves. Delicate. Trust them to be the son of a right-eating home. Well, where could my bloody bracelet have gone? Delicate. You found it. You're returning it too? The bugger might be a 10-year or so motive. It was a gift and I hate to have lost it. A gift from who, you ask? You probably don't know him. He's a gunner at the dig site. I had no idea that sort of job pays so well, but it must. I admit he was the right bastard when I'm concerned and hardly got him to pay for hell, but as of late it's been done. Alright. Alright. Raid pop, let's go. Hey, it's force your way. Be careful, there's a monster either rush into the core. Wait, what's that? What is that? Keep of knowledge, Eden Prime. Let's go, Esteem! Okay, this theme is popping off. I got it. Oh god. Oh god, this is a dance. Da 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 da. Na, 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 na. Spiller, blood spiller, blood spiller. What? Why is this? Whoa! Oh god! It's the actual shit. Oh god. It in this eternal breath. Oh no! Oh no! This is Eden's attack! Oh boy! Oh boy! Better MSQ! Better MSQ for the boost! Oh man! Yeah! Shoot us into the Milky Way, baby! Woo! And we're still alive. Thankfully. Ah, that was great. Let's do the. There we go. That was awesome. And that was the first. And this is just around the first raid. Oh boy. Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's head back to Omra again. Let's get the other thing up and running first. So we should get rid of some of our stuff. What do we have that's... Why do I have 3 of these? Yeah. Well, where's the guy? Okay, he's all the way over there. Got it. Na, 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 na. I think about it. It'd be faster if I went from over here, right? Still tied to up there to the Kumra. Oh man, I'm so glad we're getting like a FF8 focused thing because FF8 was like I said, the first fantasy I fully like experienced from beginning to end, and like to this day, it like remains one of my personal favorites. Like, get there, a lot of people don't like it because, but I honestly love how like freeform you can be with your party. Like everyone is so broken in one way or another. I had no idea that sort of job pays so well, but it must. When we met, he was right past where money was concerned. We could hardly get him to pay for my hair, but of late he's been downright generous, in a much better mood too. Oh, and so very affectionate. Yes. Right. Where's the guy? Focus on the bracelet? If you insist. I don't know where he got it, though. We don't do a lot of talking. If you're not curious, you'll have to ask him. He keeps watch over the interest day and night, so he's not a difficult man to find. Alright. That much, dude? Listen here, if you don't let us in, we'll scream really loudly into your ear. How about you let us? I'm caught up. Come on, let us in, let us in. Come on, you know we want to. What I want is for you two to bugger off. I'm a watchman, not a stand here while everyone knows the piss out of me, man. Don't look now, Anna, but a very dear friend is here. It's so very heavily armed too. So that she can help solve this little dispute. Although, why are you here? This costing me my dinner weren't enough. How do I afford a jewel-encrusted bracelet on a watchman's salary? That's none of your concern. I recall that you have something of a history with ill-gotten gain. Doubt my words all you like. I won't be intimidated by the likes of you. Notice I said doubt in bright orange letters. You know I mean business. Struggle like an egg. Go for the beard. Yeah, what's this? Where's doubt? Doubt. Objection! This proves nothing, you hear? Nothing! Well, I don't know what you're accusing him of, but I'm absolutely sure he's guilty of it. Unfortunately, he's made off with the key. After him! The jig is up. Now hand over the key. This don't feel like real work. We got you cornered. I don't think it's alone, sister. Oh dear. I guess your retreat seems to be in order. Yes, so. That's right, surprise triplets. But now, boldling. Well, I'm gonna have to beat you kids up. No hard feelings. Oh, that's new. Defeat the identical beard ripples. Oh no! Very well, I confess. I did it. Oh, we did it. We took turns keeping watch while the others picked over items from the dig site and sold off whatever seemed valuable. We would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling kids. And also you, however old you are. I just wanted to impress her. There's no chance of that now. All I can do is scroll before the chief and hope that he doesn't punish me too harshly. Noise that something shiny metallic has fallen to the ground. Hey, you dropped the key. Picking the remaining object. See, there is a very key to the dig site that I now in Corner was so keen to obtain. We've all taken all this into heart, no need to worry about us or to draw a weapon, thank you. Also, our convoluted plan turned out to be just as much work as taking the job seriously in the end, so there's that. As case closed then. It's a good job that you showed up. Who knows how long this fast would continue otherwise. For you won't be getting any dinner tonight, that's for certain. No, anything but a dinner. The thing I was blowing 3 brothers in disguise this entire time. I doubt I'll be changing my vocation to detective anytime soon. Ooh. Who are these things? By the by, I haven't seen Anago and Connor, have you? Usually when they go this long without getting underfoot, it means they're up to something. I'd be grateful if you could track them down again and send them my way. Than a pack of pixies, but even so, I'd rather keep them where I can see them. That's better. Keep forgetting to remove my wallet from my pocket every do these long streams. I'm back at the dig site, I guess. Nice work in Trons with those brutes earlier. So easy to push around, I'd almost forgotten your vocation. That's the watch taken care of, but no one did get the key. You mean this key right here? You mean to say that you picked it up and no one's even noticed it's missing? Splendid! I shall open the door and then you may escort us on our foray. For all, everyone knows that the only thing that brings you more joy of being of service to a fellow man is adventure. Indeed, your adventurous spirit calls you ever towards greater challenges, no matter how staggeringly ill-advised or outright suicidal. But the chief should no, I can't possibly. Rude, but fair, I suppose. Isn't it just? Hurry along now, there are secrets to be found here. We'll be the ones to bring them to light, and possibly to market depending. Let's go! Maybe we'll even give you a share of the spoils. Small on mind. Locked. Bodes well for us finding something worth our time within. Maybe we can get it open. Moment of truth then. A lockpick? A bomb? You're blowing it up! Really? Maybe run away from there? Up, we're dead. Okay, heavy. Roll credits, please. Oh, that was easy. What is that? Who is that? Intruder sighted. Eliminate him with extreme prejudice. More bombs. Oh no. Ouch. You can't just toss bombs around and expect this to work. What have you done? Actually, what have we done? Released. Have someone's life apparently? Who are you now? Hmm? Put that headband on. We could wait. The machine life forms. Machine life forms? What are you talking about? And why did you blow up? I'm number 2P. Call me 2P. The rest can wait. Is that 2P from Soul Calibur? 6. I can't believe it. We're actually having a crossover with Soul Calibur 6. This is gonna be interesting. The machine life forms must be stopped. To do that, we must reach the heart of the ruins. Huh. Oh, Colonel, don't you dare! Oh, bloody stupid other! Listen, Senor, I know we've put you in plenty of trouble already, but I need you to stop them before they dig themselves any deeper. At this rate, someone's going to get hurt. I guess. Oh man, I've listened to this theme so many times and yet it's still awesome that we're hearing it here. Like for real, like I've been listening to I have like the Nier Automata soundtrack like for like basic well, if I don't have a podcast to listen to, I just put either that on my playlist. Among a bunch of other songs, I put the Nier Automata soundtrack there. They don't make this easy, do they? These machine watchers. If we can't unlock it, we'll need to break it down. Another door? Who needs this many doors? Sealed per defensive protocols, I believe. Oh, that's one of those locks you have to hack as 9S, but there's no 9S. Bombs again. Protocols, schmotocols. We got something for this immovable object. Unstoppable force. Yeah. Alright. Run! Okay. And we could have just done that to all those locks you have to open as 9. Yes, we didn't have to wait until we could play those. For the record, by the way, I've played Nier Automata. It's awesome, but I've already played through it. I kinda don't want to play through it again for LP purposes, but I do Wanna play something else near related though. Wow, why do you like that? I'm sure you're told to keep us from getting into trouble or some such nonsense, right? But who took care of those machines? Us. Who got the door open? Us. Who's going to find out what's in there? Us. Sure, I guess? I don't think it's safe though. Well, this door's familiar, I feel. It looks very familiar. Copied factory. Oh, is this the weapons factory? The starting level? Smell that? The gentle scent carried with the draft? That's the smell of secrets. They remind me to save the miracle laughter for after the displays next time. That's the meaning fingers here. Onward. Alright, well, let's queue up for that, I guess. And let's head to Amarang first. Monsog, right? I think it's Monsog. Was then? Yeah. Eden is closer, isn't it? It's fine. Not that much. Okay. I mean, generally lens raids take a lot longer to pop, so I guess we could wait. I guess we could do this stuff in the meantime. If you don't have to wait for the Eden to stabilize before we can teleport to the core. Though we anticipated some form of resistance, we do not foresee Eden generating a smaller replica of itself. I think that a mere fraction of its power could manifest such a powerful adversary is frightening indeed. Tanker's prediction about there being some sort of guardian was right. Thankfully, it was nothing that you couldn't handle. I'm glad to say that you haven't absorbed any light either. So far, so good. Now that the way is clear, the Eden in charge can send us to the core and back whenever we need. Why don't we give them a try? Hanging around and waiting is hardly my forte, but I dare say I'm more suited to this than whatever Urianja is doing. What are you doing? Though the apparatus is now in place, a number of monetary adjustments must be made before entering the sudden control over Eden. Once Urianja has activated the device, it's my turn. The time has come, Reen. Watch over me, Minfilia. Okay. Is this supposed to happen? Eden is offering considerable resistance. Not now. Not when I'm so close. My eyes! Urianger! I'm unharmed, but Wolverine. No, you listen to me! Rain, be careful! Oh man, are you actually gonna pilot the thing? Oh boy! Actually piloting the thing. That's impressive. Or is it piloting itself? That's bad. Oh, I'm glad that's over. For how long? Oh man, this looks awesome. This legit looks awesome. Man, it's blinking like an eye. That's really cool. Wait, what say you, Ranger? The beast's fury had subsided. It appears to have recovered from a battle with Eden. It worked. I'm in control now. I think. You think? Although I'm now linked to Eden, I still need to figure out how to give you commands. Pray tell, what caused it to convulse so violently? Must have been from when Eden rose into the air. I'm still struggling to stop it from drifting too far from the camp. Even now, thou art... What now? Green, what's going on? Above us! Something's coming this way. An enemy! But how dost thou... Could it be a Sin Eater? I can't see them clearly, but... Oh, that's impossible. What is it? They're inside too. Lots of them, trying to reach the core. I might have guessed, see. If I'd known they were coming, I would have tidied the place up. Apes are a poor substitute for a viable stratagem. In that case, I suggest that you and I would deal with the ones who are already inside. And he told me you can welcome our airborne adversary. Green, find out if Eden has any defenses we can make use of. Preferably ones that don't recognize us as the enemy. Not sure about that, but I can use the ether current to send you wherever you need to go. That's my girl. Alright everyone, we've got work to do. From what I can tell, Eden is able to form simple structures by redirecting ether. So I'll try to give you something to stand on. When you're ready, head for that portal over there. Alright, Eden's get descent. Oh. Alright, let's key up for that now. Come on, Eden. Show me what you can do. Alright. Oh, that's going on, I guess. In the meantime, I guess, while that's going on, I can just head back to Raven's Stall and let's. I can't fast travel from here. Oh. Right? Oh, less being cured. Head to the Rising Storms, shall we? Resolve. Like, everything that's kind of falling apart, isn't it? Alright, fine. Dun, 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 dun. Synthesis manifest Voidwalker? Oh, that looks cool! Okay, one more. Tankbuster! Why is this now? Oh god. Our ninja's down. The hand of Erebus? Oh no! Okay. See what that is. If anyone could. Oh, hang on, I forgot to do that. Oh god. Oh, I need to look away from that, right? Almost there, come on. Is that not a safe spot? It looks like a safe spot. Okay, nailed it. That was clutch. Alright. Drop the child or whatever. Wait, drop the... Who are you? You're a person, aren't you? Tommy, thank goodness you're unharmed. We came as soon as we took care of our mortal guests. A stubborn bunch and quite unlike anything I've ever seen in the first. No! I won't let you! Damn the light! Damn you all! Hold up, everyone. Who are you? And what do you want? Why am I here? What's happening? You okay? She's alive. Oh, that's a she. But there's something strange about her either. She didn't seem too pleased with taking control of Eden, which may be what caused her to appear out of the blue. Beyond that, it's anyone's guess. It's plain she's not a sin eater, but in part as Walter was. Yet this knowledge does little to assuage my fears, for she is nonetheless possessed of a power most terrible. On the other hand, if she's feeling cooperative, she might be able to tell us more about Eden. I'll keep an eye on her until she wakes up. No telling what will happen when she does, but I'll make it clear that we mean her no harm. Well, no further harm at the very least. Obviously, it's not a good idea to bring her inside Eden. Likely that reaching the core was aimed from the outset, so I'll take her to camp. Now that things have settled down, I get back inside and try to strengthen my link to Eden. Yeah, I guess you should do that. It's a cool sword you have there, though. I've yet to discover the means by which the exterior was breached, but it would appear that the fiends that anchored our eyes were of a similar nature to those led by the unknown adversary. Void sent, in other words. Although I had my hands full trying to control Eden, I caught a glimpse of your battle. That power. I've never seen anything like it. What thou witnessed was a tearing of the very fabric of reality, the creation of a rift through which void sent may enter. But pray tell, Rain, didst thou make any other observations? I couldn't sense any light at all in the girl or her servants. I can't really explain how, but she reminded me of Aaron's self. Though I think it Though I think it unlikely that she's an Ascian, she may yet be thrown to Zodiac. Maybe we'll be able to find out more once he's woken up. In the meantime, I'll try to improve my control over Eden. Seems to be listening more than before, instead of screaming at me like it was in the beginning. That's not all. I made an exciting discovery. Mayhap Eden had embarked on to read some manner of ancient knowledge? Let's finish this off. Maybe again this one was a mistake. So crumbly and stuff. Guys, I cannot put this back. Yeah, in the dustbin. Yeah. Okay. Alright, we're good to go. I don't know. What was stream doing otherwise? Good. Test. 1, 2. Okay, yeah. Nothing bad's happened to the audio or anything. Nice. Alright, let's get back into it. Alright. I dropped a drink. I feel a lot more confident in my ability to control Eden now. Of course, this is only the beginning. And we shall accompany thee wheresoever this path may lead. Pray tell, what manner of discovery hast thou made? I understand how Eden's power works, and therefore the true nature of the flood of light? Yes, it affected the balance of all the ether in the empty, shifting it so far towards the umbral that it stopped flowing altogether. The power to tip the scales. And to tip them back again. That's what Eden does. It controls the balance of ether over a wide area, forcing it from one alignment to the other. Left alone, it still poses a threat. But if I can harness its power, I think I could use it to breathe life back into the empty. The trouble is, I haven't the foggiest idea of where to start. If I go about this the wrong way, then I'll do more harm than good. Thou needst not bear this burden alone, nor should thou. It is no simple matter of awakening that which lie dormant. All things in nature are inextricably linked. The elements maintain a fragile harmony without which life cannot prosper. So, what shall we do? A solution had begun to take shape in my mind, though it will require further discussion. For the time being, let us return to camp. It would be remiss of us not to involve Tancred. You gonna be okay leaving no one at Eden's wheel? Okay, sure. Yeah. Still sleeping soundly, I'm afraid. But no, she takes so long to come around. I would bought a good book or two to pass the time. I'm curious to know what connection that girl has to Eden. Only she told us a bit more before she collapsed. My friends, believe I have struck upon a method by which we may see this world restored. Urianja, before you go any further, allow me to make a potentially very long story slightly shorter. Plans to control Eden and realign the Eden of the empty, right? In essence, yes. However, unleashing elemental energies haphazardly will not suffice. Sorry. In addition, the empty is unfathomably vast. Were we only able to effect change over one small region at a time, it would take many lifetimes to complete even a fraction of our task. Instead, our energies will be better spent revitalizing each element in order, that we might set in motion a more widespread transformation. One at a time. I hate to say this, but I don't think Eden will be able to draw out a single element without affecting the others. For that very reason, we shall select a location in which the ambient ether we wish to restore is at its most potent. Even in a dormant state, certain elements will be more prevalent and therefore more easily manipulated. Then we rebalance the ether and return it to the land, upon it shall be borne on ethereal currents to the farthest reaches of the empty. But what's to prevent that element from breaking free of Eden's hold and causing a disaster of some sort? It must needs be contained. Question is, how? Hitomi, indulge me a moment if thou wouldst. Pray imagine a corporeal manifestation of each of the individual elements. What dost thou see in thy mind's eye? Moguls? And mayhap thou art to utter the fateful word. For to even speak the name Primal is to invite misfortune. Though invite it we must. As the ether is drawn forth and realigned by Eden, to perform a summoning as Master Lewis Oswald did on the fields of Cottonmouth. As one who hath laid Lord Uncle's primals, thy memories will shape the ether into a deiform entity, which must subsequently be dispersed in the traditional fashion. So, defeated, in other words. But is that even possible? Bring my fast and primals. That I've been told. 8 primals for breakfast, don't worry. I'm not gonna puke it out like I did with the light earlier. Lest thou forget, it will be no more than an approximation of four thou hast previously bested. I have every confidence in thy abilities, Hitomi. As do I. Though it might help to have some idea of what you'll be up against. Have you decided which element to tackle first? I propose water, the source of all life. As for the location, an area to the west of Novrand was once home to the world's deepest ocean. Alas, the flood of light reduced it to a yawning chasm. Water. Yes, that seems like a good choice. I'll see if Eden can take us where we need to go. Now I shall prepare for the summoning. Anchor, wouldst thou keep watch on our enigmatic antagonist? He may have vital information to impart. In the event that she become agitated, thou mayst need to restrain her. Someone's got to do it, I suppose. I'll be praying for success while I wait here, twiddling my thumbs. Still, I must say I don't envy you being caught up in yet another one of the Urianja's madcap schemes. So, come to think of it, the creature you fight is born from your own memories and imagination. Why didn't you try thinking of something a bit tamer than the primates you fought in the past? Perhaps that's not how it works. Anyway, best of luck. Leviathan is the ideal candidate to embody the element of water. Be warned that the circumstances of said summoning differ greatly from that of the primal encountered in the source. The results are difficult to predict. Eden seems to be responding well to my instructions, so we should reach our destination in no time at all. Alright, this is the place. I'll see if I can draw out the water aspect at either. The rest is up to you, Tommy. There's a liver, I think, I'm flooding back. Leviathan, 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 Leviathan. It appeared that the summoning was a success, though Leviathan hadn't yet revealed himself. You ready? I'll have Eden teleport you there. Right. Again, let's head back to Moldova and try to talk to Tataru again. You told me! Oh, it's good to see you. I hope you being here means you've had your fill of rest. More than my fill, honestly. You've made this up for so long. Well, you've certainly earned it. Not much has happened since your last visit. I had planned for you to meet that helper I told you about, but he refuses to answer his link bell. I do hope he's alright. We've exchanged messages with you. You're also in an alliance throughout. What though? They say the fighting has finally stopped at the Gimlet Dark and the Empire has shown no signs of movement. It means we might actually have a moment to ourselves for a change. Seeing as you're back, maybe you could tell me more about your time in the First. Great! Oh, and if you don't mind, I'd like to ask Philomene to join us. She'll want to know what happened with Minfilia, and I think it's best if she hears it from you. We'll meet you on the terrace at the House of Splendors. Oh boy. Oh boy. That means like Minfilia's essentially mom. Oh, this is gonna be an awkward conversation. And this is the perfect moment to meet her in. This house windows. That's Hang on. Wait. Vashoy! Your daughter's essentially dead. He told me, my dear. Why? It has been too long. My daughter did mention that I'll be joining you, did she not? Thank you. Words can express how I have longed to know more of the first. This world Minfilia has sacrificed so much to save. But come, rest your feet. I should be arriving shortly. Minfilia, I guess. And so, Minfilia chose to pass on her gifts to the next oracle. This girl who Tancred named Green. Have such a burden thrust upon her as a child, only to embrace it when given the choice. In that respect, they are quite alike. It would seem her legacy is indeed in capable hands. He told me, might ask a favor of you when you next return to the first. To tell Reen what I cannot. Hello, thank you. Sure. And I would offer thanks to you as well, for staying with her to the end. Begging your pardon, good. Can I have a word? Who? Oh, it's Rio, hey Rio. You're like the one cool guy in the worst part of the game. The whole game. Rio! I hope you're here to tell me you've received word from my helper. I wish. I have not had a peep out of him. A good long while now too. Too bloody long. I kind of wish I'm going to sneak over to the border and see if I can get a signal to him from closer up. But what if they catch you? There must be another way. It ain't if we can ask Tanker to do it. Cause I shouldn't have no trouble picking my way through the gimlet now that the fighting's died down. Just knows there's enough shadows to hide in. It beats waiting around here twiddling my thumbs. Hey Road, I just thought I'd let you know. I'd best be... Nearly forgot. Trials at the stones. And she wants a word. Something to do with the patients. She's getting ready to examine them again when I left. Well, we best head back, then. I'm sure it's important. You take care of yourself now, Mom. Amphilia. Lamin. You needn't worry about me. Go see what Crown has to say. This careful portrait. Okay. Making sure. Seems you're still examining them. I do hope it's nothing bad. It's necrosis. Their bodies are rotting. It's been too long.
You're here. Good.
Oh good, a break from voice acting. Thank God. I've been voice acting for so long. For how long has it been? Like 2 hours. I need to give my voice a break.
So, how are they? Still locked in slumber, but otherwise in good physical health. For the present, at least.
For the present. Oh no, is something wrong with them?
I'm afraid there may be. I summoned you after detecting faint signs of instability in Thancred's corporeal ether. But subsequent examination suggested all 5 might be affected. And when I examined them just now, my fears were confirmed. Tellingly, the degree of instability varies between them. Thancred exhibits the most notable signs, followed by Y'shtola and Urianger. The twins' ether, meanwhile, remains relatively stable, but there is a change there too if one knows to look for it.
Yeah, Tancred was the first to like go. Then it was just Y'shtola and Urianger, then there's the twins.
Hold on. Isn't that the order they were called?
Exactly what I was saying.
Indeed. Which leads me to believe the instability will only increase with time. Though I can but speculate, I fear this may be a symptom of a weakening link between body and soul.
By the gods! What happens if the link is broken?
I cannot say for certain. This is all unknown territory to us. Yet whatever happens, it cannot be good. Mercifully, the instability is still only slight. And you may rest assured Master Matoya and I will do everything in our power to keep it from worsening. Be that as it may, it is imperative that you find a way to restore our friends' souls to their bodies.
As for the righteous, I suppose.
I realize you've only just returned from saving 2 worlds, but time is not on our side.
But where's she even supposed to start? We had the greatest minds in the realm hunting high and low for an answer, and they ran out of places to look.
You stated in your report that the Exarch had originally intended to reverse the summoning process by means of his own death, correct?
Alright, well, let's do this. Otherwise, I'm gonna get blocked out. Although, if no one fails to. If this fails, I can just have it the cutscene. No one, if that last DPS doesn't join up. Yeah, man. Oh yeah. Oh, this is a nice remix of the Leviathan theme. Spirit of the World, Leviathan. I don't remember Leviathan having 2 heads. Steam, come on out. Leviathan, Leviathan. Biden, Biden. Oh. Come on out this team. Missed the window earlier. Just to make up for it. Oh god. Okay, I see what that is now. Come on. Oh no. Got that. Damn it, why am I here? Thank you. No, no! Oh god, I'm an idiot. I didn't know the plunge was gonna do that. Oh, god damn it. Oh, that was awkward. We'll accept the raise, damn it. That was awkward. A most emphatic victory, he told me. Fortunately, we cannot yet be certain if the Ether is behaving as predicted. Let's queue up for the Copy Factory again. That was incredible! Is that what a primal looks like? It looked different the last time I fought him. Oh, not quite the same then. But why is that? The Leviathan of the Source was summoned by the Sahavi, to whom he was no less than a god. Their fate, the deiform entity that we brought into existence differed on a fundamental level. It was no less formidable. The manifestation relied upon Hitomi's experiences of Leviathan, and may have been influenced by recollections of other warriors beings, leading to further discrepancy. Memories brought to life. I still can't tell if our plan actually worked. So wait and see, I guess. How goes it? Well, we beat Leviathan. He's finished laying your primal or whatever it is. Just as you get back here on the double. Something you ought to see. Right? Let's head back, I guess. What could it be? Evidently, our only recourse is to return to our base of operations forthwith. Oh wait, look! Hey, water! Water's returned to the empty. How about that? By the 12's good grace. Is a marvel to behold. I never thought that a whole lake would suddenly appear like this. And we're just getting started. I hope the burden is not too much for you. It's not too much for you, he told me. I can do this all day. Well, up until the next raid. Normal raid, I guess. We'll have to wait till we progress further in the main story before we can do that. Although that's pretty awesome. Such a profound transformation. Though the change appeared to be limited to an area of no more than a few miles in diameter. You know, when I first heard Ryuno's plan, I didn't know what to expect. Then that enormous crystal appeared and water came gushing forth and, well... We're gonna have to fight Titan, aren't we? I think this proves that the water aspected ether is no longer lying dormant. So, which element should we realign next to, Ryunji? I propose Earth. If we succeed in returning the soul's life-giving energy, the empty shall become capable of supporting the growth of flora. Imagine that! Forests in the empty. But before we begin, I'd like to know how that girl is doing. Still sound asleep. She didn't so much as stir even when I took her helmet off. I might be getting a bit stuffy in there, and I was curious to know what sort of person we're dealing with. She seems surprisingly normal. Not at all like your usual void scent. Say she's around the same age as you, Reed. Perhaps a little older. Well, whoever she is, we should let her rest while we concentrate on the task at hand. Much as I'd love to go with you, I'd best stay here in case she wakes up and is feeling less than cooperative. And while I wait here wishing I had something to read, my thoughts will be as you fly off to face the next opponent. It must be strange to it must be a strange feeling to bring something into existence through your own willpower, only to slay it immediately after. Almost feel sorry for the poor things. All the same, I wish you luck. If all goes well, you won't be waiting long. The sooner we get this over with, the sooner we can see the results. Once more into the empty, dear friend. Thou art prepared, I presume? Yes, I'm prepared. Yes. Now, before we embark on our journey, there's one question that I feel I should ask before. Where are we going? I would suggest a certain region that lies east of Nordrun, which was once home to the great Mount Atlas. And for the Earth expected primal years to involve, what could be a more fitting choice than Titan? I don't think I've heard of that one. What's it like? The landslides. The landslides. It seems like you had a rather traumatic experience. The final last battle is anything good to go by? Probably different from the Titan that Hitomi remembers, yes? Oh god, yeah, Titan's kind of a meme. Well, they fixed him now, but it used to be that, you know how it fell down into the pit? Well, it used to be that once you fall down, you're like out of the raid, the trial, like, until the whole party wipes. You could not be revived at all. And Titan was the first boss that actually had like an arena you could fall off of, and yeah, usually like new people would immediately like get hit by a knockback attack and fall off. So yeah, it's kind of a meme that Titan like is like a terrible first experience. Because, like, you could potentially be knocked out of the fight entirely early on, and the rest of the party would have to carry you. Thank God they fixed that, though. Aye, it would be wise to consider the two as entirely separate beings. As such, thou must need to conceive new stratagems if thou art to triumph in the battle to come. Past experience will avail thee not, I fear. So, I don't have to worry about landslides? Right, she told me. Once you're ready, we'll be on our way. It took a while, but we finally arrived. Ready, you told me? As if Titan come tumbling back. No landslides this time. No knockback attacks, please. Remember, the primal will almost assuredly be vastly different from that which thou didst lay low on the source. Terrain around here seems a bit rough, but Eden can give you something more level to stand on. Please always a tank as your side. For knowing no inside. Alright, let's continue that main story quest, shall we? And we can skip past most of the dialogue.
You're hit. Still. For
These cutscenes are weird when you're skipping everything.
Oh,
I saw. Telling. Thancred.
hold on.
Indeed. Though.
By the...
I cannot say for certain. This is... Mercifully, the Be that as it may, it is I realize you've only...
But where's she even supposed to start?
You stated in your report that the Exarch had originally intended to reverse the summoning process by means of his own death, correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
Raha always was a reckless young fool, ready to die for the first righteous cause that came along. His plan might well have worked, but I for one am glad he never had the opportunity to see it through. Even if it does mean our friends must remain stranded a while longer. There is another way, I am sure of it. And the key lies with him, with the Exarch. Pray return to the First and apprise him and the others of the situation. We, meanwhile, will do what we can from here. And, if the fates are kind, we will have good news to share upon your return.
Alright. I gotta you for both. Speak with Exa. Time to go talk to Grandma. I have business with the Crystal Exarch. Otherwise, I would be happy to escort you to the pillar. He told me. You returned. I hope your time at the source was suitably restful. But of course it was. Go on. Their corporeal eaters show a sense of instability. The possibility never even occurred to me. You've returned in the hopes that my researchers yielded a solution. I fear you'll be sorely disappointed. But at mercy we have the Mrs. Crown and Samatoya to keep our friends' bodies safe while we wrestle with the problem. But they cannot forestall the separation of body and soul indefinitely. Come, the others must be told. Alright, team. I got bad news for you guys. I guess I think I don't know the answer, like busy with the whole rain thing. Oh no, Ranger's here? Where's Tancred?
Pray excuse my late arrival.
Will Thancred and Reen not be joining us?
Nay, milady. With apologies to all, they beg leave to pursue their investigation of the empty to its conclusion. Should matters here demand their presence, however, they did assure me that they would make themselves available.
Yes, of course. Then let us proceed. I think it best that you begin by providing a summary of Mistress Kryle's findings.
Basically, you spend too much time here, your body's gonna freaking die or something.
I suppose it was only to be expected that some change would occur.
Yet our souls seem unaffected, to my eye at least. How long they will remain so is another question. Kryle is right. It is imperative we find a way to return to the source.
Perhaps an explanation of the method by which I brought you here will yield some inspiration. Ere I begin, it must be noted that I am by no means a gifted mage. In order to employ powerful magics, I must rely upon the Crystal Tower and its boundless reservoirs of energy. The magic that summoned you was no exception. 'Tis a singular spell, adapted through painstaking effort from the technique that transported me to the first. To use an analogy, it works by cutting a hole in the fabric of reality. A hole tailored to the object of summoning, through which it and it alone may pass unscathed. Though I succeeded in creating said hole, I failed to latch onto my intended target. Instead of you, the spell found those close to you, and ended up summoning them in their incomplete state. I would not soon throw my life away, not after the lengths you and yours went to save it. And so long as I breathe, I will spare no effort to see you safely home. But should all else fail, and your lives be at stake, there remains one sure method.
We're not killing you, Graha.
What was that for?
Yeah.
How can you even entertain such thoughts? You owe your life to the Warrior of Light, and you don't get to die unless she says so.
Your followers await your divine judgment.
What did you just...
If the two of you have finished, perhaps we could return to our discussion? Rather than dwelling upon the multiple failed attempts at transference, I think it would behoove us to focus on the solitary's success.
You mean me?
I would draw your attention to the fact that our friend can travel between worlds possessed not only of her body and soul, but her personal effects besides. This is no different from the teleportation magics to which we are all accustomed. Magics that allow for the transportation of those inanimate objects one considers to be an extension of oneself.
Uh-huh.
Are you suggesting that simply by considering us her possessions, she could carry our souls back to the source upon her person?
Well,
Well, it would be nice if things were that simple for a change. But vague notions of ownership seem a rather tenuous thing to stake our lives on. So much as a moment of doubt on her part and we'd be left floating in the rift.
He has the right of it. The requisite fixity of belief would be too much to ask even of our friend.
Are you guys gonna have to like stack up? And I'm gonna have to like pretend. And am I gonna have to be like a party? Like one? Is this literally going to be like the Scions in a trench coat? Is that what
Lure our souls within an object in her possession. Mayhap then our safe passage could be.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. But what would work for a soul?
I believe serve as a suitable vessel for this purpose.
Ah, right. You have a whole bunch of.
The massy soul of an Ascian, and should house one of ours with relative ease. We would need only to ensure our soul's safe preservation inside the stone, and identify a means by which they might be transferred back onto our vacant bodies.
Soul preservation and transference. I believe I know of someone who may be able to assist us.
Who?
On the far shore of the source, there stands a great palace built by the elves. It was forsaken in the wake of the flood, but a certain Mo chose to make their home there soon after. Though they have long lived as a recluse, they once occupied a place of honor in Verbert's royal court, and it is said that none in all of Norvrant is more knowledgeable than they on matters of the soul.
Well, I've no objection to seeking a helping hand, but if they've gone to such lengths to hide themselves away from the world, what makes you think they'd be willing to lend us one?
A worthy question. Years ago, I myself tried and failed to solicit their cooperation in the battle against the Sin Eaters. No sooner had I begun to make my plea than they unleashed a swarm of their familiars upon me.
Oh boy.
Unlike me, however, you have curried favor with the Faefolk. By that merit alone, I am hopeful that they would grant you an audience. They may still be inclined to turn you away, of course, but if their knowledge might feasibly facilitate your return home, we have to try.
Yeah. Bill Meg, I guess. Really? Alright, fine. Okay. That's a cool Titan design. Oh, really? Oh boy. Titan card! Hard. This Pop this. Pop that. Pop this. This. Come on out, Esteem! Oh no. No, you don't. I saw you about to do a landslide. We're not having any of that here today. No, sir. No, thank you. That was hectic. That was like way tougher than the rest of those raids. But yeah, Eden's Gate complete. How about that? Well fought, Tommy. Well fought indeed. That thou wert able to triumph over this habit of primordial rage is testament to thy perseverance. Welcome back. You must be exhausted. For a creature made of rock, he was a lot more agile than I was expecting. I wonder, was the Titan of your world a tough opponent too? I put one foot wrong and fall into a dome. So all of the freedom is a momentary lack of concentration? I don't like the sound of that. But more importantly, you've defeated another elemental being. Means we are a step closer to reclaiming the empty. Can't wait to see how much of a difference we've made this time. Hey, how about that? Actual Earth. That's still encrusted with salt or whatever. Did we really do all this? Aye. It appears that balance has returned to the element of Earth. And yet... transformation had only affected the immediate vicinity, as the lands beyond this lake doth remain unchanged. Wasn't strange indeed. Did we do something wrong? Though this falls short of the outcome I had envisioned, then our efforts were not in vain. Mayhap this localized phenomenon is the result of an intersection of ethereal currents. Therefore, it is reasonable to assume that similar locations in the empty have undergone comparable alteration. Then the ether will spread out from these points to cover the rest of. You doing okay, Rin? Perhaps asserting how below Eden had taken its toll. Are you alright? And is this out of the thing? Okay, okay. Alright, so that's like the end of the this leg of in a place to then overcome the exhaustion. That's not good. Did that happen to anyone? It's nothing. That didn't look like nothing to me. You better lie down for a while. No, really, I'm fine. Hey, we still have work to do. Nay, Tancred had the right. It would be unwise to exert thyself overmuch. I appreciate your concern, but I do wish you'd stop fussing. Green. Thou knowest not the strain thou dost place on thyself. Though the elements of water and earth had been restored, continued exposure to the empty stagnant ether may yet sap thee of thy remaining strength. Now that you mention it, I've been feeling a bit out of sorts ever since we got here. Should probably get away from the empty and rest for a while. Pray do so. Meanwhile, I shall remain here. Restoration of the first two elements had produced unexpected results. I require time to analyze our findings. However, I must ask thee to refrain from discussing our work in the MT, even with our closest comrade. Why? I thought they'd welcome the news. And indeed they shall, once we have more to show for it. Nevertheless, this mission is one of surpassing danger, and loath to place our dearest friends at risk unless absolutely necessary. You have their best interests in heart, I'm sure. But to be perfectly honest, I'd prefer not to keep secrets from people I trust with my life. I don't want to make a habit of this, but I'll do as you ask. It's to me that Reen isn't the only one who would benefit from a change of scenery. Living Beauty would likely fare better in more hospitable surroundings. We need to have our associates from the Crystarium organize a safe place for her to stay. You and Tommy could go on ahead and have a word with them in Mold soon. We'll catch up with you once Urianja has finished whatever it is he needs to do. Perhaps thou too should accompany her on the return journey. Dare say she would be glad of thy presence. No, not this time. From such a long way since we first met, and I worry that relying on me too much will only hold her back. Don't be staying in the First forever. The time will come for Reen and I to part ways, and for her to follow her own path. I know you understand this too, Urianja. I see you trying to pass on as much of your knowledge as possible, but you still can. To her credit, she's actually taken most of it in. Reen is possessed of a natural affinity for etherology, unlike someone who shall remain unnamed. Natural affinity for staying awake during your lectures, more like. But come to think of it, she doesn't really take after me at all. However, like thee, she is predisposed to brooding in silence in lieu of voicing her concerns. There's the master of keeping his cards close to his chest. Anyway, he told me you'd better take the sky slip over to Reen. True that she's been through a lot lately, but so have you. We need you ready for the challenges that lie ahead, so go on and get some rest. We shall await news of thy safe arrival in Almarang. I'll have to decide whether it's worth posting Crystal and guards to watch over Eden while we go. As there's little risk of our camp being ransacked, it might be left unattended in our absence. Seems like you're all having quite a serious. Hope I haven't given you any cause for concern. Well, if you say so. Probably shouldn't stay in the empty any longer than necessary, though. So, you want to take first ship? You want to take first ship piloting, or shall I? Hang on. What is this? Eden Minor. Glad I had you there to keep me company. No idea how to pass the time otherwise. Now that we're here, I need to find our contact from the Custodian. But before that, I was hoping I could have a word with you. Something's been on my mind. Might not be the best place for it, though. Those creatures over there look a bit hungry. Oh, this place? We had the talk with Minfilia. When I first spoke to Tancred and Urianger about my attempts in the empty, part of me wished we could have just left it alone. Yes, I was scared of what we'd find. But now that we've found Eden, I know that I've made the right choice. If I'd given in to my fear, I probably would spend the rest of my life wondering what might have been. From now on, whenever I hear that voice inside me telling me to run away, hide, I won't listen. That's not who I am anymore. Even so, all the courage in the world's not going to help me decide what we should do with that girl when she wakes up. Do you remember what she said right before she passed out? Why am I here? What is happening? What if she's being controlled or forced to act against her will? Whatever the case, it's clear that she's not a monster. She's a person, like you or me. Obviously she knows something about Eden, but we need all the information we can get. But more than that, I just want to talk to her. To find out who she is and if there's anything we can do to help her. On the other hand, we mustn't forget she's already attacked us once. What's to say she won't try again when she wakes up? He keeps us from reclaiming the empty. It would be all my fault. No good. Can't make up my mind. What do you think we should do, Hito? At least you're hard. Even them itself has reasons. Listen, see what you mean. Perhaps if we'd been able to come to an understanding, things wouldn't have ended the way they did. I hope that she's nothing like him itself, but we won't know until we speak to her. So then, I'll try to concentrate on the here and now. Speaking of which, I still need to see Urianger's errands. The people who are on our way to meet us in the sky supply most of their practice we've been using. Since we've been sworn to secrecy, I assume the same applies to them and their colony. Anyway, once that's over, they find a place to relax. Now that we're here, allow me to introduce you to two members of our inner circle, or whatever you want to call it. That's Go, who is interested in trading for any relics you find in the empty. Currently he deals mostly in exotic weapons and whatnot, but he's agreed to keep us supplied with whatever else we can't get from the story. Now, the ones we can meet should be around here somewhere. Ah, Green! What a relief it is to see you returned unharmed from your expedition. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. You're gone a bit longer than we expected. Tommy, I'd like you to meet Leary. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Representative of the Settlement Council, and here to oversee the delivery of equipment deemed necessary to your mission. I'll be on hand to provide any assistance you may require. That's good. Hey, there's something we'd like you to take care of. Probably best not to talk about it in the middle of the market, though. I'll take it from here, Tommy. You get some rest. Before you go, I'd like to thank you for everything you've done. We'll have a long road ahead of us, and if we give it our all, there's nothing we can't handle. Alright, what's going on here? I see. Though it is mere supposition, it would behoove us to proceed with caution. Moreover, I would refrain from discussing the matter with Green and Hitomi until we know more. Well, I appreciate you for telling me. Even if it is too soon to be true. Sure. I'm the one watching over her after all. The Oracle of Darkness. Okay. Ray is not true. Of Darkness. Oh, I mean, that's like the Oracle of Light. Okay. Yes, what can we? Oh, that looks neat. Oh, that's the cool sword I saw, what's her face? The girl wielding. There's some proper knight armor. Only these were diable though. Strange girl you met in the empty is in our custody. All locations are closed. Okay, cool. Information regarding the work being carried out in the empty is treated with the utmost secrecy. Avoid it falling into the wrong hands, we limit the keeping records and such to the bare minimum. I said that it does become rather difficult to keep track of the supplies that we deliver, so I have asked Doreen to provide records of activities. First report will cover the time from your arrival in the empty to your battle with Titan. Though truth be told, I cannot help feeling this was rather a large burden to place on Doreen. But that she has enough on her plate as it is. Louis, I did what you asked. And you told me just the person I was hoping to see. Oh, is that so? Well, before we go any further, please allow me to take receipt of the report. And I hope you do not take it in pertinent of me to ask, but what does this make you have with you told me? They brought something to show you. Tancred and Urianger brought this back from Eden's core. If you look closely, you can see images of battles in the air. Urianger seems to think they are Eden's memories captured in crystal form. Would you like to see? As you gaze into the crystal, visions of previous struggles race through your mind with an intensity that far exceeds anything you've ever experienced. What's wrong? Different memories from how you remember it? How odd. What caused Eden's memories to become so distorted? Well, even extracting and realigning enormous amounts of ether, maybe that affected the crystal in some way. So I expect that we can find a use for this extraordinary artifact. I think I have an idea. Well, it shows the edges of things that never actually happened. Studying them may help us prepare for the challenges we'll face in the future. Speaking of studying, Brian just giving me a few tomes to read through before next 6. I best get back to it, but I'll be seeing you again soon. Let's get savage, yay! I'm not doing that. Jeez. Are you crazy? Alright, well. Yeah, that, but. Let's see if you can finish off this cutscene. At the very least. Oh, that's where the staircase is. Alright, cutscene skipping time again. Yeah, Buffy seems to be wearing off. Oh, damn. Oh, once this quest is done, I think we'll call it a night. Yes, man. Eat.
Pray excuse my late...
Well,
Nay, my lady.
Yep. I think...
I suppose it was only to be expected that...
yet our soul. How long?
Perhaps... Ere I begin, it must be noted that I am by no means a gifted mage. In order to employ powerful magics, I must rely upon the Crystal Tower and its boundless reservoirs of energy. The magic to use... Though I... I would not soon throw my life away. And... But...
Yeah, that's it. Whack him in the face again.
Ow! What was that for?
How can you...
You'll follow it.
What did you just...
Rather than... I would draw it. This is no different from...
Are you suggesting...
Well, it would be nice, but they...
Milady hath the right of it, the requisite fixity of belief. Yet white auras... We would...
So... On the far shore of the source, there stands... It was forsaken in the wake of the flood, but a certain new Mo chose to make their home there soon after. though they have long lived as a recluse.
Well, I've known.
A worthy question. Years ago, I myself tried and failed to solicit their cooperation in the battle against the Sin Eaters. No sooner had I begun to make my plea than they unleashed a swarm of their familiars upon me. Unlike me, however, you have curried favor with the Fae Folk. By that merit alone, I am hopeful that they would grant you an audience. They may still be inclined to turn you away, of course, but if their knowledge might feasibly facilitate your return home...
Well. Right, need to get rid of. Yes. There we go. It said that the kingdom of Velvet was once home to the realm's greatest knights and magic's world. Among the place at a royal court, the new old whom we speak must have needs have a high mage among mages. Mage of surpassing skill living a life of seclusion. Now, where have I heard that before? I hope they are more receptive to unsolicited visitors. The new monks seem such a welcoming folk in our mind. What do you suppose could have driven these ones into a life of seclusion? I'm sick and tired of the exalted types of selfless sacrifice. He says this time one more time, I swear I'm going to grant this wish. Alright, well, fortunately we couldn't get the Nier Raid, but we got like the first batch of Eden Raids done. That's progress. I consider that progress. So, yeah. It hits like past 2 o'clock. I need to go to bed. Dying. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the stream, you guys, and as always, like, join the chat, check out the socials down here, follow, subscribe, all the justice. You next time I stream. See ya. Well, let's see who's online for raiding.